So, okay, first off, this is coming from Jake Fischer, so take it with a grain of salt. But allegedly, the San Antonio Spurs, a team that rarely does trades, is willing to part ways with Dejounte Murray for a Jrue Holiday-like package. Now, what is Jrue Holiday package? All right, so Jrue Holiday, a man who's been traded twice, but no. So Jrue Holiday was involved in a 14 trade, and personally, I think Jrue Holiday is a good. It's a good deal to framework off of, and I believe it's due to the fact that look, you have to look at this deal. So back in 2020, let's explain the. This was a deal that ended up being Jrue Holiday traded with a second round pick or with the draft rights to the 2020 second round pick Sam Merrill in exchange for the Bucks sending Eric Bledsoe 2 first round picks and the right to swap first round picks with the Pelicans. So basically the deal was 2 first round picks and 1 pick swap. So it involved 3 picks, okay, and a pick swap. And this also, so basically we're looking at 2 to 3 first round picks. 2 arguably unprotected first round picks with 1 pick swap or a protected pick, which does give this all interesting framework. Also, I've been like addicted to this game called Conflicts of Nations on my phone, and I just kind of need to stop playing it. But on the real note, I don't want them to trade Dejounte Murray. I love Dejounte Murray, and I honestly think he is the future of this team, and he's so important. And I feel like them trading doing a Jrue Holiday package, yes, it would be neat and all that stuff. But my problem is that I get scared that is that going to be messing up the timeline? Like, I thought we were going to take the next jump and become a team that could be in the contention, could be, about to go into contention. We're one player away from arguably being a team that could be scary. Like, imagine if they added Miles Bridges. Dejounte Murray, Miles Bridges, Kellen Johnson. I think that's definitely a 6th seed in the West, that team, if they brought in Miles Bridges and kept the roster the same. I also talked about this in another video. I hate when these like become unslinged, and this one kind of got unslinged. I'm like really upset about it. But yeah, I think Dejounte Murray, who Luka Doncic and Dejounte Murray were the only 2 players to average 18, 7, and 7. And Dejounte Murray is arguably the best perimeter defender in the league, not named Marcus Smart, and he's the best perimeter point guard, because I think Marcus Smart is more of a shooting guard who, limelights as a point guard, but he's more of a shooting guard, while Dejounte Murray is a true point guard. I just personally don't want to see Dejounte Murray leave. I'm going to be quite frank. Big Murray guy. And that's why I just don't see the truth behind them getting rid of him. So basically, also Coast to Coast Brazil said, Real Quinn Mayo says that he confirms, supposedly there are truth to behind the fact that, that there are some truth. Okay, so the Hawks and Spurs have discussed a trade centered around, Dejounte Murray and John Collins, but also San Antonio is telling teams like the Wizards, per Real Quick Mayo, that they want a deal for Dejounte Murray. And I'm trying to see if, I just think it's funny. Also, Quinn Mayo is so funny, but I'm just so curious to see what is. I think it's the Wizards. If he goes anywhere, I doubt the Hawks are doing a John Collins, Dejounte Murray, because why Murray doesn't fit with the Hawks. Murray fits with the Wizards. And what would that trade be? And also, the Wizards also think they could get, Kevin Durant. But man, I want to see like who is the. I really think it's the Wizards. Do you guys agree? This is a shit video. This is